Guys, I just wanted to do a quick kind of examination of this little tool that I created for you on how to write correct quotations for your analytical response essay. So in our past assignment, we really were not using quotations at all. And then I know we've had a little bit of practice with quotations for the response paragraphs, but this is kind of a deeper dive in there. All right, so we're going to start with chapter 25 of Everyone's an Author, and you learned that there are three ways of incorporating other people's ideas and words into your texts. So a direct quotation is a very specific kind of way of doing that. You guys have done lots of summary and paraphrase. But remember, anytime you pull in somebody else's words or ideas, you must cite them. So we have learned how to use signal phrase citations. That's one kind of in-text citation, and that is a really important kind of in-text citation. And we haven't used parenthetical citations. So you're not really going to use parenthetical citations. Technically, when you put a page number in parentheses at the end, that's technically a parenthetical, but not the way many of you guys are using them. So let's just use very specific kinds of citations as we have in this handout here. So I really want you guys to master this part. Alrighty, so we're not using normal parentheticals in this paper. All right, so when you are choosing a quotation to exemplify an idea you're analyzing in your analytical response, you want to choose a specific sentence or two, and you really want to choose a whole sentence. Don't try to use partial sentences right now. That's just a really tough skill. If we were in class doing face-to-face, I could definitely show you how. This is just kind of an easier way to think about it, so it prevents some mistakes. So you're going to choose a sentence or two that best exemplifies the idea you want to incorporate. And then you want to provide some context. Remember, context is what's happening around the specific item that you're using here. You might want to think about this as context clues, right? What's going on in the rest of the essay, right around where the quote is coming from, where the sentence that you're trying to quote is coming from, that helps kind of give it some more meaning, to connect it to previous ideas in Chiardi's essay, but also to your own writing. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so one way of doing that is to give a location, okay, a location of where the quotation is coming from. And so in this case, we're using an author called Smith. You guys would be using Chiardi, right? But here, so we have Smith asserts. There's our signal phrase right here. Comma, space, open quote, capital letter to start out your sentence, because remember, we're using whole sentences. And then don't forget to read these. These are actually really good. So this is more instruction in here. Writing quotations requires precision, which means that we must retype someone else's words and punctuation exactly as they appear in the original text. Okay, so Chiardi's essay has a page number, so that same sentence is going to look like this. Okay, but not everything that you're going to quote has a page number. So that's what it looks like if it doesn't have page numbers, and that's what it looks like if it does. You see the difference. You see where the period ends here and where the period is here. Okay, take really close note of that. And then you can also do multiple sentences, right? So one sentence, two sentences, okay? After Smith explains that quoting requires precision, she points out, comma, open quote, first sentence. When selecting a quotation from a source, make sure to provide readers with a bit of information about where the information in the quote comes from. Is it from the beginning, middle, or end of the text? Okay, in this case, this sentence is ending with a question mark, okay, from the quotation. So end, so quotation, so question mark, end quotation, page number, period. Okay, so that's what you do if there's any kind of punctuation here other than a period. Okay, so here we have kind of not just a location, but where it comes from in the text. So first she explained this idea, then she explains this idea. Okay, so again, here's an example from Charity's essay. Okay, don't use it in your paper, but this is something you can use. So Charity quips. What does this verb mean, quips? A quip is a kind of a funny little sentence. Okay, it's joking. It's a way of saying jokes, right? So that's the way we can indicate his tone, right? His tone in this, because he's being funny. He's being ironic here, right? So Charity quips, comma, space, okay, open quote, capital letter, okay, the whole two sentences, right, end quote, and then page 1, period. Okay, so that's how you do that, and then that's really, if you just follow along what this looks like, you can't get it wrong. Hope that's helpful.